Hey guys, gonna start, and Sheba will be joining me in a few minutes. He had to do something, so he will be back shortly. So for today's painting project, I have Calamity Jane, rifle, a big nose Kate, their grandma with a shotgun, Janie and her gun, an Annie Oakley type of woman, and another woman with a gun. And this one here. All right, so what I'm going to be doing here is obviously painting, but I'm going to try a new tool. It's this thing. Okay, so this is used in uh, for shaking fingernail polish bottles. So the concept is that I will put your dropper bottle in there, straps in there like that, and it shakes it. And the concept is that it should shake the paint enough to mix inside the container. And if that's the case, then hopefully there's more life in this paint. Because one thing I've noticed about this paint is that it gathers. And I wanted to be able to mix it, so it has a nice consistency. So if you hear a vibrating noise, I assure you it's this. So yeah, so I assure you it's this and not something else. All right. All right. So start off with blue. new toy. All right. And I'm going to use brushes I got for Christmas from my wife. Dun-dun. All right. I'll work on this one first. So I've been doing quite a bit of terrain painting recently. My 3D printer has been active. So I've been printing up a whole bunch of buildings and so forth to play with. So since I've been printing them up, I obviously need to paint them. So the last few weeks, I've been painting up a whole bunch of terrain. Now the bocage project of last month is not done yet, although a portion of it, the phase has been completed, which is the printing from the 3D printer of the cores of them. So that portion of it is done. My 3D printer is busy printing up other things now. So pretty happy with that that's completed. So I'll be joined by a friend of mine, Shaba. He was on this channel once before in a battle report for Bolt Action. So he obviously plays Bolt Action. He also plays Victory at Sea and Battletech. So when he comes on, then I'll obviously be able to ask him what else he's been doing recently. Got a nice base coat going with that one there. I was thinking about beginning at an earlier time. Since I'm off on Thursdays, I can do it in the afternoon. Doing a later time would not be good for me because when my wife gets home from work, or actually finishes work, I should say, because she works from home, she wants my attention. So, Okay, so Shaba will be coming in pretty soon. Hey guys. I'm gonna use my tool. Actually, I assure you, this is this and not some other type of vibrator. New tool. Not even sure if you can actually see it vibrating. How's this painting? All right, so you're here.
Still hearing.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Shaba.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a proper webcam for my computer, so just going with the phone for now. Thought I had a webcam around here. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. I have a laptop with the camera. Let me set that up real quick. Sorry.
All right.
Oh, my face is cluttered. I needed some spring cleaning. deal.
Yeah.
Brushes and cup. To also address the audio issue.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and switch this out. My headphones don't want to work. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's going through my phone, and my phone isn't projecting it as loud as I would have hoped.
Okay, so let me try something else. Can you hear me better now?
A little bit, yeah.
Good. Using this puppy here.
Ah, gotcha.
All right. So I'm painting up some ladies here.
Fun.
This is Big Nose Kate.
Pretty.
This one here is Calamity Jane.
Oh, that's a good model. That's cool.
And this is Annie Oakley.
Classic.
Yeah. And then some Soiled Dove. I think her name is California Susan, you know, with a shotgun. And I got Grandma with a shotgun.
Never mess with an old lady with a shotgun, right? So if Granny's strapping up, you're dead.
Yeah. It's for Wild West gaming. Doing
what
shootouts. Dracula's America.
I've heard of that. Is it good?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
You lagged out there for a sec.
Uh-oh. It's a lot of fun.
There it is. Perfect.
Yeah.
Would be here. I'm thinking about getting into it. Or at least collecting the model.
Yeah. So, hello to anyone who's just joined us. I see that someone's watching us. So, what we're doing is painting miniatures and chit-chatting. I'm trying out a new toy.
Blow brush?
Yeah, it's for
airbrush.
No, this right here. It's for fingernail polish, but
Ah,
I put these in here. So
not gonna lie,
I'm not sure if you,
cool. It's brilliant.
so if you hear some vibrating, it's not me being excited.
Well, not that kind of excited.
So basically, I have a problem with these dropper bottles where they separate from the pigmentation and the fluid. So I'm hoping this will fix that problem.
I have 3 different models that are needing my unit flavors.
All right.
Ian gave me an Atlas for BattleTech.
All right. 100-tonner.
100 tons of pain. Another 100-tonner.
Uh-oh. Got some clan goodness there.
Hold on. I have something for this. What can I say? Gotta respect my boys.
All right. I'll be right back. I got to show off something else.
No worries.
So you know, bolt action's 28 millimeter scale.
Mm-hmm.
You ever think about how big a mech would be in 15 millimeter scale?
Oh, geez.
That's a
locust.
That's a locust.
Huge.
That's a locust.
Oh my god, that is enormous.
This is an urban mech.
Oh geez. That's a freaking action figure.
So I had a kind of a wild idea.
Shoot.
I have, before I played Flames of War, I played a game called,
Yeah.
Oh, well, not Flames of War, Bolt Action. I played a game called Flames of War, and that's all on 15 millimeter scale.
Oh, geez.
And I have tons of Soviets, Americans, and Germans in Flames of War, 15 millimeter scale. And I have Stalingrad terrain.
Ooh.
So
You could do a hell of a battle with
playing
that.
BattleTech in 15 millimeter scale with infantry and mechs.
Oh, I'd love it. That'd be cool.
Be out of control. But I thought, hey, why not? I got the train already, got all the infantry painted up.
That'd make for a lot of pretty good photos.
But I only have two mechs printed up. This one's got the speed, but the AC-20, or was it an AC-10? I don't remember. We'll make short work of this if it ever touches it.
Because it can hit. I love that it can hit hilariously outside of its weight class. 8 shots, but it makes them count.
But it's slow as all.
Oh yeah, I think it goes a whopping full tilt, 14 kilometers per hour.
Wow.
It's a mobile guard tower, effectively.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to pull some chicanery and going to open up the session on my laptop. And I'll be good to get started.
Yeah.
Correct.
I recently painted up a bunch of Karita stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Give me a second, Joe. I'll be right back. Stay for a second. Alrighty.
All right.
Camera.
You've been doing a lot of BattleTech recently?
Recently, sort of been playing a lot of MechWarrior Online and MechWarrior 5, but
Oh, okay.
been playing around with the Skunkworks program for a while, designing new mech sheets.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping to get the game soon. I have just shy of a star of clan mechs to work with. I've been looking for a opportunity to see how they do.
Oh boy.
Woo. 2 Novas, because Novas are hilarious. What is it? 12 medium lasers on them, some bitches?
That's out of control.
Just a bit. And this is clan tech, so by default they're ER, which means I want to say mid-range is I want to say like 8 to 10 hexes. That's their mid-range. Yeah, absolute ball. It's amazing.
Well, let's clan
Then I
tech
got
for you.
a vulture. Oh yeah. By all means, you'll cook your mech. Your
Oh, you're cutting out.
and move to the other one.
All right.
Come on.
Here we go.
Okay, there it is.
Bring some up.
Secondary benefit.
I was thinking that An Atlas next to this would be like about 3 times taller, probably. I'd be about a foot tall at 15 millimeter scale.
Yeah, you're right.
I'd be out of control.
Do this now. Make some interesting dioramas with that.
Had to do the
Yeah,
Irby,
all you
though.
need to do is the numbers a little bit. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's obligatory.
There's all the memes going on about Irby's. Like,
For
okay.
this. Oh yeah. I've been watching a lot of Tech Stocks Battletech recently, and you put it particularly well. It's like a pug. Small, but you just gotta love them. It's ugly as sin, but
Yeah.
through.
It's
For
pretty ridiculous.
online, AC-10 for a rotary 5.
Uh-oh.
So it's just a big old Gatling gun cannon for a single arm, just mowing down anything in place. It's wonderful. I'm not gonna lie. Well, you are the catapult, and these are the colors I'm gonna be going for.
Oh, yeah?
Based out of the Rosalhog.
Oh, okay.
So the Ghost Ray Dimension just kind of have Union there.
Okay.
And for that, come on, where get the Shine Crag Blue is the base for it.
So I got a catapult
hopefully-
too for my Corita, but I got the special catapult, so it doesn't have missiles. It's got 2 PCs.
It objectively looks better. It's 2 PCs. It's a discounted Shriek.
Yeah, but it's a Corita a mech.
Not a
so
damn
like,
thing wrong with it, and I love it. Yeah. It could be Capellan.
Oh, I 3D printed
Any
Sashimoto.
Constance and
And-
Battletech.
Did you see those mechs
Good.
that I posted with the Sashimoto?
No.
Let me
Bring
see
that
if I
up
can-
real quick.
Let me see if I can find it here.
Come on, good machine.
Let's take a look here. I know it posted on the Arizona Battletech group. Battletech, Southern Arizona. Let's see. Media. Several months ago that I printed it and posted it. Oh, here we go. Let me see about sharing screen. So there we have my Kurita force, and that's catapult with a 2 PPCs.
Still showing you.
Do you see that?
Ooh, that is gorgeous.
Then I got the regular catapult too, but then I've got
Of course.
a thug here, and not sure if you're familiar with that one though. Thug.
I am not. It's obviously an assault. Haven't seen many of them out in the wild.
Yeah, it's how should I say it? It's not it's intersphere, but it's old tech, which means it's good.
Well, yeah, salvage parts have to come from somewhere.
It's actually Star League era mech.
That's probably why I haven't heard of it. I'm not as familiar with the older Star League stuff.
And so that puppy is it runs with no heat problems at all. You can walk and fire all weapons and no heat, which is ridiculous.
Oh, that's dumb. I love it. Completely heat neutral? What's the armament on that?
2 PPCs.
What is the armament? 2 PPCs and it's heat neutral?
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
It's really freaking. Check it out. It's called the Thug. Then I've got. Let me see if I have a better angle at the. No, I have maybe not. Oh well. So
What's that Marauder Mark II as well in there?
yeah, that's Marauder right there, and then I've got Locust, and then the I forget the name of it. It's the 100. It's the assault mech that's pure Kurita that looks like a samurai. He has a samurai sword.
Oh,
Takatishi Chi or something like that, I think. And then I've got a what is it? A Jenner right there. And then over here, hiding behind the Thug, is a dragon. Because if you're doing Kurita, you got to have a dragon.
You got a dragon. It's obligatory.
Oh, there you go. Let's see.
Let's look it up. Strats for MechWarrior Online, and they referred to something. And I love and I hate the fact that I know exactly what that must look like, even though I don't actually know what that is.
Let's see.
Dragons are cool, though. Like, they are painfully underrated mechs. Even a proud ghost bear like me can appreciate that.
Hatamoto Chi is what it's called.
Motochi?
Hatamoto Chi.
I looked that up on.
Let's put it in the chat. That's in the chat there. Hey, Wardrobe plays WW2.
Gotcha.
How you doing there?
Gotcha. I'm sorry, what now?
So someone's joined our chat. Well, at least they did
Oh, there.
about 7 minutes ago.
Sorry.
Hello.
Sorry.
Oh.
Hatamotochi.
Okay, great.
Got the thug.
Yeah. So that thing is.
Oh,
how did
jeez, there's
Tomodachi-
2 SRMs on the thug, too.
Oh, it said 2 SRMs? Let me take a look at this.
Yeah.
The thug is
So,
Star League tech, which is like it's similar to Clan Tech, but it's older stuff. It runs better. Yeah, 2 SRM6s and 2 PPCs, and it's heat neutral. That's freaking ridiculous.
it's like, think PPCs off the top of my head are like 10 heat per turn.
Yes.
And 2 of them, that is absolute
control.
bonkers.
Then you get close to it, it's got the 2 SRM6s.
And those are nothing to tease at.
Yeah, so you can like, okay, I
Oh,
want to
God.
close with you because you got the PPCs. Well, maybe not.
I can imagine a Frankenmech build of this where you swap out the PPCs for snub-nosed PPCs to reduce that pesky short-range penalty,
Yeah.
where it can still project long, and then with the extra tonnage, equip those SRM6s with Artemis.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez, that is a close-range meat grinder. Okay.
That's
So
why it's
to
called
answer
a
your
thug.
question, yeah, they'll kick your teeth in. Minis for a rule set called
Production year
Future War
25
Commander or
72.
definitely need to look that up then. Future War Commander or Wily Games Bigger Battles. Hey, I'm down for new systems, and I have a lot of mechs to play around with. Like, okay, so our buddy Ian over Christmas, a huge lot of mechs. Did some of them my way. So I got like, I want to say close to 1,000 tons, if not more, of mech.
Oh wow.
With. So I'm building stars and lances wherever I can.
Yeah. Well, you saw my collection, but I've been printing up tanks too. Some
Do tell.
some missile boats, and let me bring them.
Please do. I'd like to see this. All right. And let's get you. No. Start on you. Base
Let's see.
brush.
So let's see here. 1, 2. 3, 4, I may have printed too many of them. So do you want some?
No such thing as too many tanks.
Well, yeah, there is. So I've got
Fair
8.
enough. When they're going up against you,
I have
when the
8
partners play.
LRM carriers.
Eight LRM carriers. Jeez.
So they can carry like,
Memory serves, that's the Bulldog, right?
and then I think this is the Bulldog. I've got 3 of those.
Yep, that's the Bulldog. Never mind.
And then I've got some Scorpions. I've got 4 Scorpions.
Oh, I hate so much.
So
They're nasty little buggers. Like, they're fairly lightweight, but they pack a punch.
So I could actually field a BattleTech
The Scorpions.
force with nothing but tanks.
Hell, I'd play that fight. Oh,
It'd be ridiculous.
you know, we get together and play this game out, and have me run a Mackie,
Uh-oh.
the classic one, the original battle mech.
That's still 100-tonner, so it's pretty darn nasty.
100-tonner. True, but I think a medium laser is the biggest thing it has on it.
Is it?
Like, all of his.
I don't remember.
Yeah, like, let me actually look that
PPCs
up
on
real
it.
quick.
Now, I got my wife into BattleTech, and she painted up her first mech, and she augmented it with
Ooh,
optics.
who's she rep?
Let me take a. It's a stalker.
Ooh, do tell.
And it's a stalker, and she put glitter on it, and she put a doll eye on the top of it with a mohawk.
I love it. Oh, that's amazing.
So hey, got some crazy
Not
stuff
gonna lie,
going
though,
on.
I kind of like the glitter look.
I never thought to put glitter on
Reflective
on
armor.
But there you go. I mean,
Right.
You know, if she's gonna give it a shot, then hey, there you go. And so let's see. Looks like Wardrobe is curious about BattleTech. So Shaba, can you introduce him to BattleTech?
Okay. Using my slightly mean description, BattleTech is all the political intrigue of Game of Thrones, except it's good all the slightly less mean. It is, in short, by any means necessary. A giant mechanical monstrosities as a means of warfare. Now, the short kind of came from a a little tired. Something like the Geneva Convention after a whole-scale mass. The rules of war got formalized again. And now that war had a handy-dandy rule book to go with it, detailing to what's the word? Warfare exploded as the principal method of conflict resolution, because for once in humanity's history, nukes now. Bunch of nations in space, a cause to fight against. Or, not cause to fight against. Way of fighting and reason to fight. And you have battle setting where 5 houses perpetually fighting amongst themselves over something that can be a planet or a cluster of planets, where previously wars were fought over entire sections of space. But to really appreciate that, I have to tell you about Comstar.
Comstar.
Imagine if Apple, Viacom, and Walmart all decided to merge into one gigantic company. A telecommunications company where they are the only way of communicating across an interstellar scale of space. Runners, because runners to deliver messages in that scale of space tends to be incredibly but if they're it's to the point where the primary currency of the C-bill is used because all of the factions rely on Comstar govern, and the C-bill is backed by, instead of oil, precious metal, by Comstar's telecommunications services.
Yeah.
It also happens to be the last group that was hoarding weapons technology way back in the day. Like, if you play Fallout of Steel, take that taken to an absurdist extreme. Hoarding technology, specifically weapons technology, military force in the setting, controlling the smallest territory, because why control territory in a large domain when literally everyone. That also means there's not really a governing body to determine what they can and can't do. But Comstar just snips your communications privileges and your empire falls into disarray. It's wonderful. Comstar are absolute jackholes, and I love them. But it gets crazier, because Comstar one of its last great technological executives like that was a man named Jerome Blake.
Yeah, the word of Blake.
And the way it gets criticized, almost everyone, to the point where a bit of a cult grew up around him, an actual religion dedicated to what his ideals were. In the same way we joke about or whatever. Imagine that, but that actually happened. Robes and all. It's insane. I love it.
Yeah.
If you want to know a lot more about it, Tex Talks Battletech on YouTube. Videos
Black
on
Pants
the subject,
Legion.
and that's where I'm half remembering most of this information. But Black Pants Legion on YouTube, excuse me. And keep in mind, I'm only talking about a fraction of a fraction goes on in this setting. It is
Yeah.
as intimidatingly dense as the lore scale as, like Warhammer and such like that. It's also pretty easy to literally pick up a Battletech book, Mech Warrior book, or don't actually have to know what's going on in all of them to get where it is up anywhere. It's wonderful. But if you have been paying attention to the books or games or something for a long time, you'll find little references to other events that's going on, and it all does a living, breathing universe.
Oh yeah.
And rewards longtime fans. And the best part about it is there's never really been a better time to join up and start talking, playing, and reading, and it's so fun. I think there's 2 books on Audible right now, and that's how I prefer to listen or to go through books.
Yeah, there's about
But
a half dozen books on.
you can find
YouTube that
paperbacks
you
on
can-
Amazon for
Yeah, there's about half a dozen books on YouTube you can just listen to about BattleTech. If you do a BattleTech
Mhm.
audiobooks search on YouTube, which is
I'll
and
have
it's,
to look that up then.
sorry, you haven't done that yet.
I found Mercenary Star on there,
Yeah.
which that is a really good book. The reader I found for it has a bit of a thick accent, so some of it is. Once you get used to it, it's pretty good. Unfortunately, halfway through when a lot of life stuff popped up and job stuff, so I kind of had to stop for a bit, and so I'm gonna start over on it. It's fun. It is one of the most versatile settings I've been in, because as much as you get big stompy enjoyment out of it, it's so not all there is there. You get sing, and I'm trying to track them down to stuff that you'd small day-to-day administration, for lack of a better term, mystery and intrigue that you get from the Star Wars extended universe novels. It's wonderful. I absolutely love it. It is
Oh yeah.
Definitely top 3 favorite fictional settings, period.
Yeah.
And I'll say a tribe slash fangasm about my particular faction.
Oh yeah. The
But
clan Ghost Bear.
long story, yeah. Clan, okay, so the clans in general, this way I can describe them is take the Klingon culture, the honor culture, add in a system of warfare where they intentionally, at every turn, because they are literally bred from the best warriors humanity has ever had, the best technology that humanity has ever come up with, and combine that with, like I said, the Klingon, a honor culture that would make the Klingons look lackadaisical.
Yeah.
To the point where just using contractions is considered improper and lazy. But of them, Clan Ghost Bear, I would argue, the least crazy and fanatical.
Yeah.
Clan, in order to declare war on someone, you must issue them a battle challenge or you send over a vaguely veiled threat, your intent to claim a certain area, people you're going to be using to do that, and when you're the defender or respondent will then state what they'll be using to defend that target, and because they're where and what the battlefield will and will not contain. Oh, it's absolutely insane. It's wonderful. But Brain, don't die on me, please. Yes. With such and such people and equipment. And as civil and bloodless as possible, they will slowly bid away their forces. So, putting them to the side, they're gonna just remain not being on this battle, and back and forth until they come to an agreement, marked by the phrase "well bargained and done." Usually, with clan against clan warfare, this works out pretty darn well. However, the inner spheres to, well, not really respect the civility of this organized war. Spawns in full force, which, you know, fair enough. They got to stop clan technology somehow. But
With supply lines, no doubt.
all of this, and have to put a lot of respect in, is one particular Batchall, the only Batchall to clan command as a whole to stop the invasion of the different clans, because they were conquering the alarming race system to system all the way to humanity's birthplace, Terra herself. Clanners tend to be very observant of their honor culture. So getting called out by Comstar, the telecom... Of course, they had to. Also, hello! How's it going?
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Comstar issued a batch of... There it goes. Sorry. Comstar issued a batch of... as the battleground to be. The idea is simple. The inner sphere as defenders would have across the entirety of the planet itself. That would be the defense point. Or the battleground. And they had to defend as many of those cities as possible. If the clans could take over half of them, they would... Let it never be said that Clan Ghost Bear did not take our objectives. We won what we were supposed to do. And then on the other hand, you have Clan Smoke Jaguar, who got their teeth kicked in so bad that they went from a military of, I want to say, a few million to a military of several hundred. Like, I want to say the total count was... But... the Battle of Tukid was... Like I said, Comstar called out the... But unbeknownst to the clans, Comstar had been stockpiling technology and weapons all the way had first left the inner sphere, because the clans originally were the best humanity have to offer. The old school, think League of Nations as a concept, but in space and with a lot more firepower at its disposal. So they've been stockpiling weapons since that, including weapons and technology that had been by most of the inner sphere and a lot of clan culture. They kicked our teeth in. They stopped the on Terra at Tukid, and from that point, clans were honor bound to not advance any further for, I want to say, 15 something years, something like that. A common enemy, so once that happened, joined forces to defeat the clans. It's really fun. It's really cool. And the whole story is wonderful. I am doing a woefully inefficient job at explaining just how intense all this is.
Yeah. It's a fun game. I mean,
Blackwatch. Yes, you gotta say it every time. Sorry.
What's cool about it is that if you played it decades ago, the rules have not changed. The rules are the same as they were 3 decades ago. So it's like getting back on a bicycle if you played it in the past, which is fantastic. It's not like some games where decades go by and it's just a shadow of what it used to be. BattleTech is at its core the same game, the board game that
over
it
7 different rule sets.
Yeah. So that's a fantastic thing about it. All right. Let me see here.
Simple, joyous factor of giant stompy robots beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love that?
Oh, yeah. So I'm doing House Kurita myself.
It's a
So I'm doing like the an inner sphere household.
one of my partners is Korean too.
So
Ironically, the one that tends to go up against the Ghost Bears all the time. Get a little bit of paint on.
yeah, Kurita got hammered in the clan invasion, but because they're such a massive empire, they
Little bit.
yeah, one of the great households. They were obviously able to survive. Well,
Memory
the
serves,
original.
the
Yeah.
only faction was the Capellans, but they're Capellans.
Yeah,
They tend to stick their noses in things that they shouldn't so often. At this point, it's like, I feel bad for sticking your nose or sticking that fork in the socket. You're gonna keep getting shocked.
I don't know. So to me, there's a lot of correlation between BattleTech and the Dune series. And if you're familiar with Dune,
Right.
the guild is Comstar, essentially. Because without the guild, there's no communication between planets.
Yeah.
And you have the different households fighting against each other. There's no giant robots in Dune, but the reason why is that there was, if you've looked into that science fiction, it's set after a great, what they call jihad, where the AI machines had an uprising, and that humans had to defeat them and destroy them. So this is post robots try to kill everyone. So you literally have people that are bred to be robots or computers, called mentats, and so you won't see giant robots in that type of environment because of the the fear that the robots will take over.
Oh God, that'd be just that kind of a setting with giant robots being a thing again. That
Yeah.
would be absolutely hellish. That'd be terrifying.
So there's some people that are up against aliens being introduced to BattleTech. But I think a better compelling type of thing would be to actually introduce a Terminator type of scenario where one of the factions comes up with AI mechs that are like Ultron type mechs that want to just kill everyone. And I think that would be kind of a fun wrench to throw into the works, because essentially you could use all the mechs that you already have.
Absolutely see House Merrick doing that too.
And then that they would just use whatever mechs they came across and then put their own AI into them. which I think would be kind of a fun way of a neat story twist, a plot twist, a BattleTech. Plus, to be able to actually play,
and it'd be
with
the one
existing decks you
situation
have.
that, and lore-wise, it would be the interesting because it's the one situation that Comstar really can't help with, and arguably
Yeah.
get an actual compelling reason for Comstar to actually stay the hell out of other people's business for once in its existence. God, I want this now.
That's what I think, would be kind of a fun thing, but I don't know if they'll ever do that. People have been resisting an alien thing, but I was thinking,
Mm-hmm.
robots take over everything. is a more fun thing to do.
Oh God, I can just imagine. It'd be dumb. Think about it from an AI perspective. The staple or paperclip problem or thought experiment take just where give an AI a simple task of make paperclips as much as paper. I can just imagine that with an automated urban mech assembly facility.
Yeah.
So you have hundreds and thousands of urban mechs slowly rolling off the production line.
I would give
and it would
them kind
actually
of a,
major threat to the meme.
I would give them the hindrance of a house rule that those robots, you can't run more than a 5 heat over, because their AI will prevent it from going into heat.
If they do, yeah.
And they simply don't shoot the weapons.
They shut down, have a force shutdown at 5 after.
Yeah. But then they'd have to...
I could see that. This sounds a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie.
Because, I mean, a robot wouldn't push the limits like a human would.
Wait, I'm gonna have to...
It would
True.
run the robot within its parameters, and if it runs hot, then it's gonna go, well, no, I'm gonna shut down.
I could also see them running... I could see them running... But all of their heat generated is done by... halved, because as long as it has enough heat sinks to run the core for it, I could see that being the heat before the emergency shutdown.
Yeah.
And it just not fire them. But of any heat generated is done by half, so it could mount more aggressive weapons profile.
Well, I think the bonus of playing a robot would be the fact that you can't really go unconscious. So that detriment would be, okay, you can't run heat, but the bonus is that you can't go unconscious. You literally have to destroy them physically.
Very true.
There's no consciousness rules for AI.
So it kind of reminds me of this game I was playing with a buddy of mine. You remember Sam from the shop? He got the Clan Invasion box set. and
Okay.
naturally he ran a Timberwolf.
Okay.
Clan Wolf. I mean, better a wolf than a Compellin, but that's a very low bar. But he fielded a Cyclops, a Vulture, a Commando with, I want to say, 4 SRM launchers on that sumbitch.
Oh, wow.
And for the life of me, I could not take that thing down. I stripped. I got, I want to say 80% of his. But I could not actually destroy anything on that thing. So it just kept firing.
Oh, boy.
Earned it some paint job.
Yeah.
See.
You have games like that, but you also have
imagining that
Terminator
Terminator situation if they just marching forward.
But that's the thing with BattleTech. You have situations like that, but then you'll have games where, turn 2, I shot you in the head and you're dead. Game over.
Ian was telling me bolt action. He was telling me the story about his lance was going up against another lance, the very, very few plus 100-ton mechs. He was fighting using a hunchback. 3 medium lasers and an autocannon 20. He dropped the medium lasers for more ammunition for the AC-20. And a small laser. He managed to kill the 100+ ton mech all laser. I want to say medium range.
That's out of control.
So, tiny little mech, huge monstrosities, 4-legged monstrosity devil spider from hell.
Uh-oh.
Boom! Goes down. It was beautiful. Sorry, I'm a little manic today.
Yeah. You know, have you met my friend Trent? He's an old army buddy of mine.
Name sounds familiar, but I don't think I have.
Oh. He's got a thick Georgian accent. So if you met him, you go,
don't
oh yeah.
think so.
But I
think I remember you talking about him though.
An enormous BattleTech collection. He's got like about 5 or 6 milk crates full of mechs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That is one hell of a collection.
Yeah. And he does all sorts of crazy stuff too. With he's got not just mechs, but tanks and all sorts of stuff. One of his signature things was bringing a horde of Savannah Masters to a mech fight.
Savannah Masters.
Yes.
I mean, if it works. That's where I've heard about it before. I remember hearing about this. Phantom Master
It's
is like,
death by
what, 5
1,000.
tons, maybe?
Yeah. They're hover tanks, so they're super fast.
He's- SRM-2 or a machine gun?
Yeah.
That's a lot of dice, though, going downrange.
Oh yeah, that's the
Ooh.
point.
But speaking of dice, did you take let me try that again using speech. Did you get a chance to take a look at the aircraft rules for bolt action?
No, I haven't.
The new ones? It runs it almost like like a model, but a airstrike coming in. You reserve them till turn 2, and which table edge it comes in on. It's going at a full move. Either makes a strafing run or a bombing run on a target. It stops 12 and before making the attack. Flak does kick in on that, but after the attack, it pulls up out of the attack and exits on the table edge. But you can as ammunition and bombs to work with. But it never stays on the field for longer than a turn. It always has to full move.
Yeah.
Can't capture stuff, but it's going to make things particularly interesting. There's cool rules for running interceptors. Everything pintle mounted having flak means that there's a lot of things that can shoot it down.
Yeah.
As long as you're paying for the points for it and it's around as much as a tank, you can go. For damage-wise, they're soft-skin vehicles, and because the airplanes are always moving and can't get into short range, it hits on a 5+ just in general. Nice. Rockets and bombs, however, can really drop howitzer pie plates on enemy locations. It's wonderful.
Oh, wow.
I'm really curious to see how this is going to make a janky-ass list. Like, I want to say the machine guns, and it always hits top armor, so it can hit things that normally you wouldn't be able to touch.
Yeah.
Like a mortar or something. It's beautiful, man. It is absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to play around with them. Of course, I actually...
So do they have rules
do necessitate actually having the model to work with.
Oh, yeah. Do they have rules for the Korea?
I'm not sure.
Were there jets?
I didn't see any, but they were not. It's specifically the straight-up bolt action stuff, not Korea. That said, depending on how this goes, Korea has been doing particularly well, so they probably will make something for them.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
Buddy of mine actually runs a channel called Hell Corrects. I'm not sure if you've seen that YouTube channel.
One more time?
Hell Corrects.
It sounds familiar. I may have.
Let's see if I can find it. Subscriptions. Hellcorrex 26. It's type it in here.
Sure, use your logic and your reason. I see how it is.
All right. That's his channel. That's the channel name. And he just finished painting up an American force for the Korean War, for Bolt Action.
Nice.
And then he's going to be, and on his channel, he's got about 90 or so videos on his thoughts on different Battletech mechs. So it might be worthwhile checking it out.
Definitely. Always looking for new Battletech content.
Yeah.
I want to indulge this hyperfix.
It's pretty prolific when it comes to Battletech.
Things should be.
Yeah.
Give me just a second. Sun just went over. Turn on a light. And sure.
So normally I wouldn't be able to do this late, but right now my wife is on a trip to California. So.
Oh, it is 7:30 already. Jeez.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I actually have to get going then. Sorry. With a buddy of mine to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, talk to you later then.
But
Thanks for joining me. We'll do this
talk
next
to you
week.
later.
Huh?
Stay safe. Hopefully, yeah.
All right.
Try and, usually I don't have plans on Thursdays until much later, so if I can wake up early enough, I'm going to do this again.
And then maybe we can
Have a good one.
I'll invite David too and see if he shows up. All right.
Sweetness.
Take it easy.
Have a good one. Stay safe. Stay awesome. Don't die. Very important, that last one.